It's often hard to explain to somebody maybe sitting in Canada as to why we would have a policy project 8,000 kilometers away in Mongolia. And for us, the simple answer to that question was that climate change transcends boundaries, borders, and distances. And that clean heating is critical to climate action and also climate justice. And therefore, this is how that small project of ours far away in Mongolia connected with people back here in Canada. We were tasked with heating in Mongolia, how to facilitate clean heating, and why that project was important for the Global Green Growth Institute was because of the high per capita emissions of Mongolia. It's a vast country with a very small population, but their per capita emissions are one of the highest in the world, and they are struggling to meet with their Paris Accord commitments. We tried to narrow down our focus to the capital city, Ulaanbaatar. That was because almost half the population of the country resides in the national capital itself. 1/3 of the population stays on the periphery of the capital called the GER districts.
The GER districts are essentially unplanned settlements that are located on the city's periphery. Typically, they're associated with low-income, rural to urban migrants, but now these areas are increasingly attracting more middle-income families who are seeking more affordable housing options that are near the city center.
So with regards to district heating, it is powered by 5 different combine and heat power plants, all powered by coal. However, the reach of the district heating network is quite limited. That's exactly why the existence of GER districts occurred, because the district heating system is unable to cover those periphery areas of the city of Ulaanbaatar.
And we focused on the use of coal for heating. We looked at ways in which the transition could be made to cleaner heating, and also how to reduce the demand for heating itself. Our experience in Mongolia was very humbling, and that was because of the kind of resilience the people in Mongolia show to the harsh climate that they face in their daily life. Life is not easy in a cold place like Mongolia, where temperatures dip to -40 degrees Celsius. In areas there's also water scarcity. All this was an experience that will stay with us, because we were able to experience a country that otherwise we would not have got an opportunity to be in.
One thing that I learned from this experience was when you conduct field work, it's more than just gathering information. It's about building relationships, and I think there was a lot of value in connecting with the people, really learning the local context, and kind of showing up every day in field work with this curiosity and care and this willingness to learn more. I think that was really helpful, especially when trying to navigate an area that you're not necessarily familiar with.
We want this to be a bottom-up approach, and therefore we want not just the Global Green Growth Institute to engage with the Mongolian government in a way that they look at how the people will be able to adapt to green energy, but also get a sense of where the barriers lie and whether green transition is something that will be acceptable to the people, especially in the low-income households in the GER districts. And we wanted to get a sense of how they would be able to transition if it costs them more. When we did a survey, it gave us a sense of the willingness to change among the people in the GER districts, which was very significant. We have done our best in being able to make some suggestions like improving insulation in houses, which can cut the demand of heating itself by almost half and can reduce their dependence on coal. We have also made other suggestions, for instance, mapping heat loss all across the district heating system, and that is one of the efforts that the Global Green Growth Institute says that they are already putting into action. So we are optimistic that some of the recommendations we have made act as the first step towards transitioning to green energy and clean heating in Mongolia.